Good morning, students. Now, last time we had finished lesson 33, that was reading comprehension. I had taught you two passages out of that, and two passages I had given for homework. The last poem was given for homework that you have to do in your grammar CW only. Now, let us move on to lesson 10, pronouns. Now, what are pronouns? Let us understand first. A pronoun is a word used in place of noun. For example, Ankur was angry with Sangeeta. He said that she should not have teased the dog. In these sentences, he stands for Ankur and she stands for Sangeeta. The words Ankur and Sangeeta are nouns. Therefore, the words he and she are pronouns, right? So they are standing for the nouns, they are called pronouns. If we do not use pronouns, we shall have to mention the nouns again and again, right? अगर pronouns नहीं use करेंगे तो again and again अंकुर and संगीता बार बार आपको use करते रहना पड़ेगा जब भी आप उनके बारे में बात करोगे, right? So instead of using Ankur and Sangeeta all the time, we use he and she in place of them, right? So pronouns are, that is why, essential. Therefore, the words he and she, mention the nouns again and again. Further, and our sentences will look very awkward. Without pronouns, we would have said, Ankur was angry with Sangeeta. Ankur said that Sangeeta should not have teased the dog. Don't you think that these sentences appear to be awkward? Yes, bar same name use करेंगे, it looks awkward. Now, so instead of using the nouns or again and again, we use the pronouns in place of the noun. Now there are kinds of pronouns, different kinds of pronouns that we will study. Look at this diagram that shows the main kinds of pronouns. Pronouns has many types. Let us study one. First type is personal pronouns, then demonstratives, interrogative, reflexive, emphasizing, possessive, and relative. Personal pronouns. Now what are personal pronouns? A pronoun that stands for a person or a thing is called a personal pronoun, right? There are three persons, first person, second person and third person, right? First person यानी हम जब बोलते हैं खुद के लिए तो it is first person. Generally here we use I. Second person यानी किसी और आदमी के साथ, किसी और इंसान के साथ हम बात करते हैं, that is second person. That becomes you, right? And third person is वो person present नहीं है, किसी और के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो, that becomes the third person. So first person the pronoun, the persons speaking. Second person is the person spoken to, जिसके साथ आप बात कर रहे हो. Third person is the person spoken about, किसी और के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो जो present नहीं है. If I speak to you about Vijay, I am the first person, you are the second person and Vijay is the third person. The various forms of personal pronouns are given on the next page. Here, first person is I, me, mine, right? Plural forms are we, us, ours, used for both masculine and feminine gender. Second person, you, yours, used for both masculine and feminine genders. You and yours can be more than one also. अकेला you भी more than one लोगों के लिए भी use होता है, right? Third person, he, him, his, masculine, she, her, hers, feminine, and it, neuter. He, she, it, that is they, them, theirs in plural form. We use for masculine, feminine and neuter genders. Now the noun which a pronoun stands for is called an antecedent, right? जिसके लिए pronoun होता है वो उस noun को antecedent कहते हैं. For example, यहाँ पे हमने अंकुर के लिए he use किया, संगीता के लिए she use किया, right? तो अंकुर ये ही का एंटीसीडेंट है और संगीता शी का एंटीसीडेंट है, राइट? तो जो नाउन होता है उनको एंटीसीडेंट बोलते हैं. अ प्रोनाउन मस्ट अग्री विथ इट्स एंटीसीडेंट इन इट्स नंबर, जेंडर, एक्सेट्रा. यू शुड टॉक टू रेनू, शी नीड्स योर हेल्प. नाउ यू शुड टॉक टू रेनू, शी, रेनू के बारे में हम बात करें इसलिए शी यूज किया. ही बोलते तो वो गलत होता. Both Renu and she singular number, feminine gender. You should talk to these boys. They need your help. Now boys were more than one. तो इसीलिए उसके लिए they use हुआ. He use नहीं कर सकते आप यहाँ पे क्योंकि it is plural, more than one है. तो आपको he नहीं use होगा, वहाँ पे they ही करना पड़ेगा, right? So that is the way. I mean जो जैसा noun होगा वैसा pronoun use होगा. Note. I, you, he, she, it, and they act as the subject of a verb. Me, you, him, her, it, and them act as the object of a verb. I believe him. That is, I is the subject and him is the object. You and it can act both as the subject and the object of a verb. You did not attend the meeting. There, you is the subject. Everybody missed you. You here is the object, right? Everybody is the subject here. The personal pronoun it. The personal pronoun it is used to refer an animal, a thing, or a child. The fox is a wild animal. It is very cunning, right? Example. ये मैंने जो भी पॉइंट्स अंडरलाइन करा है ये टेबल भी आप लिखोगे बिकॉज इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. यू विल हैव टू राइट इट डाउन इन योर नोटबुक. टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोनाउंस कौन से हैं लिस्ट डाउन करो. ये भी आप नोटबुक में लिखो. ये लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. पर्सनल प्रोनाउंस क्या है वो लिखो, राइट. और ये पर्सनल प्रोनाउंस के रिलेशन में ही है. एंड द डेफिनेशन ऑफ प्रोनाउन, दैट्स इट. नाउ it is often used as an empty or meaningless subject with expression that refer to time, weather, temperature or distance. It is 10 o'clock. It rained heavily last evening, right? So it सब जगह पे use होता है. For animals, places, things, everything it is used. For example, it is used for an animal, a thing or a child. Used as an empty subject. An empty subject. Exercise 1. Fill in the blanks with suitable personal pronouns. Now Shreya says Ananya and Dash would like to visit a library. Now I dash यहाँ पे श्रेया खुद के बारे में बोल रही है. So we will use I here. I would like to visit a library. Would dash take dash there. Would she take her there? That you can use here. Would she take her there? It will be Ananya and I would like to visit a library. Would you take me there? She's asking, I think, her mother. Because further in the conversation it is her mother. Her mother says, yes, you can go to the public library tomorrow. Or we can also, it is correct. We can go to the public library tomorrow. It is closed today. Shreya says, I want to issue new books and read them over the summer vacation. Mother, great idea. I have a few books too. She also has some few books, her personal collection. They are kept in my room. I will take them out for you. Shreya says, are they from your childhood? She is asking, they are her childhood memories. Did you read a lot too? Mother, yes, I enjoyed reading. Come, I will show you my favorite book. Shreya, it seems interesting. I will also show it to Ananya. She can borrow it after I finish reading. Right? So all these are personal pronouns. They are used for persons, singular or plural. She, he, all or you are used for single persons. Them, they are used for more than one persons. Now let us move on to demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used or is used to point out an object or objects which it refers to. So that is for pointing out that this, these, those are the demonstrative pronouns that are being used. For example, this is a mango tree. When it is near you and singular in number, you say this. Then that is an apple tree. If it is away from you and singular in number, you use that. These are mango trees. When they are near you but more in number, you use there. Then those are apple trees. When there are more than one but away from you, you use those. This, that, these and those are demonstrative pronouns. Underline this point. This and that may sometimes refer to the whole of what is said earlier. Miss Jain scolded Kanika in the presence of her friends. Kanika did not like that. That Miss Jain scolding Kanika in the presence of her friends, right? Now here that signifies that, right? Demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. There is a difference between them. The words this, that, these and those can be used both as a demonstrative pronoun and as a demonstrative adjective. This is my book. This stands for the noun book. Therefore, it is a pronoun. This book is mine. This qualifies the noun book. Therefore, it is an adjective. These are woolen gloves. Demonstrative pronoun. These gloves are woolen. Demonstrative adjective. We should remember that an adjective is usually placed just before the noun. It qualifies. A pronoun replaces a noun. Pronoun is always used in place of a noun, whereas adjective always comes before a noun because it is a describing word. It further describes the noun in the sentence. Now further, pick out the demonstrative pronouns and the demonstrative adjectives in these sentences. This photo was taken with a digital camera. Now here, this is a demonstrative adjective. Then next one, this is the X-ray you have been looking for. This is the X-ray you have been looking for. Here, this is used as a pronoun. Then these are some interesting riddles. Here, these is a demonstrative pronoun. Can you solve these riddles? These is used as an adjective here. Have you learned those poems by heart? Here, those is used as an adjective. Those poems, right? It is before the noun, so it is an adjective. That is the Sydney Opera House. Here, that is used as a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, further, interrogative pronouns. An interrogative pronoun is used to ask a question. So, WH words are generally interrogative pronouns. For example, what is your name? Who is absent today? Which is your house? Interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. Words like what and which can be used both as an interrogative pronoun and as an interrogative adjective. Look at these examples. What is your plan? Is an interrogative pronoun. What plan did you follow? It is an interrogative adjective. Which is the mail train? Right? Interrogative pronoun here. And which train is late is an interrogative adjective. Exercise 3, fill in the blanks with interrogative pronouns. Clues are given below. Some of these may have to be used twice. Now here below there is a box given on the side. So let us read the questions. Dash is the latest news. So what you can use, what is the latest news? Then next one, dash of these dresses do you like? Which of these dresses do you like? Normally for things you use which. Dash is this lovely bag. Whose is this lovely bag? Dash let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Dash do we have for breakfast? What do we have for breakfast? Dash are the gloves in your hands. Whose are the gloves in your hands? Right? Now next is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns we will do next time. We stop here today. Write down all the exercises and all important points that I have made you underline. Write down 2 examples here each so that you understand what are interrogative pronouns. And these exercises, this will do it in the textbook only fill in the blanks. This also let it be in the textbook only, no need to write in the notebook. Just write the important examples that I have made you and the important points that I have made you underline. Yes, we stop here.